the best scene in this entire book was when the best girl's man was trying to confess to her. Her second trying to confess to her. Like, he was stumbling, he was failing, like he couldn't even get the words out. Like, our main character was looking at him like he was an idiot. Full on being like, oh, he's stupid. But honestly, this confession reminded me of the main character from Demonic Convention's sister and her fiance, the main character's brother-in-law. It reminded me of their whole relationship. This couple reminds me of that couple. And because of that, I have bad vibes about this. I am so worried. Like, I want them to have a happy ending, but you know what? I got a feeling they're not going to have a happy ending. I feel like they're going to be very tragic. Just like the main character's sister and brother-in-law from Demonic Convention. We got more proof why these two idiots should really stop doing stuff in the public, because they're going to get caught, and they're going to get caught very severely. Because some disciples overheard them trying to do the do in the meditation pond, and they were talking about it, thinking some sort of like fox spirit vexen was in the meditation pond and they need to get rid of it or someone will be in danger. And again, this person outright states they're a child. Remember, this sack has children, little children and teenagers who could easily walk into the pond, who could go there, because again, the meditation pond is for everybody. And those two idiots decided to try to do the do in a public place that everyone could go to. Like, the male lead literally has his own palace, his own mansion that they could do stuff in, but no. They keep trying to do stuff where anyone can walk in on them. Like, they really need to stop. They're even worse than the Demonic Convention couple who could repeatedly do stuff around their son who can hear them all the time. So I'll talk about something that pisses me off. It's common in converter stories, but it's like these people are chasing after Best Girl and her man for the things Best Girl's dad did and Best Girl's man's dad did. Like, they're going after these two for those two men's actions, wanting to get rid of them because they should be punished for their father's actions. But like, that's not actually the truth, and the main character sees through that, because if they wanted to actually get revenge, they'd go after Best Girl's dad, who is still alive, and get revenge against him. No, they just want to get hold of Best Girl's man, harm him and use him to get important information and treasures from him that his sack has left. Like, they want what his family's treasures. Like, it pisses me off. They're acting ultra righteous and like we doing what we need to do, but in actuality, no, they're not getting revenge. They're not getting justice. The main character even pointed out he points out they could go after the real man and take him to what this society states as the lawyers, judges, cops of the converter society. Bring them to those people and have them just judged correctly. But no, they're going after an innocence. Like I said, the main character is protecting the Best Girl and her man from these group of people, and our little heavenly darling, he arrives to help the main character beast off these people and tell him, hey, back off. And the main character is like, hey, go off, leave, go back to the sack, because he knows if heavenly darling will get involved, it will involve their sack and will bring harm to their sack. And I'm like, but it would be the same with you though. It will be the same with you. You are the nephew of this sack. Yes, he is the son, he is the heir, but you're also the nephew whose father was one half of the head of this sack. What is believed to be your father was one of the heads of this sack. Like, you are just as much as putting your sack at risk for helping two people who are not involved with your sack, putting your sack in danger. Like, hypocrisy. Like, I get it, he's not the sack heir, but he's putting his sack in danger. Full on danger. Like, think of the consequences. You're thinking the consequences of what your cousin could do if your cousin gets involved, but you will cause the same level of consequences. Think of it. Think of it, what you can do to your sack. The Melly also gets involved. Again, they get to a location where they believe Best Girl's father is, where he's hiding at. And they need to get into a secret hideaway, get into this secret location. So they have to use all of their powers. A lot of the SAC leaders have to use their powers to get into this location because they don't have the actual key and token that could get them in, which is the main character's ex-wife, because her ancestor had caused the, barrier, had, sealed the location, and without her, they can't really get in without using their powers to get in. Yeah, it's a little confusing. But like, again, a group of people are targeting the best girls as man, and he steps in and is like, oh, he was supposed to be my disciple. Like, his mom had begged me to take him and as my disciple. I just said no. But right now in here, I'm announcing that he is, because he did the vows, is my disciple. Anyone who targets him and harasses him will have to come through me. Like, he outright does it. And I'm like, dude, like, I said this to the main character who was trying to say it to his cousin. You're bringing a lot of eyes towards your sack. Like, you're bringing a lot of danger to your sack. Like, people are gonna start targeting and harassing your sack. Like, full on gonna happen. It is gonna happen. I know it. I have bad feelings. I think I saw spoilers for that their sack gets in danger by everyone. Like, everyone starts attacking their sack. Like, oh my god, I am so worried. I am so worried. I'm gonna say this, but Best Girl's man proved himself. He proved himself. I already kind of liked him at the get-go, but he's really proved himself in book 6. And why I say this, so the group has split into half. They opened the seal, half has gone into the rift, has gone into the sealed area, while half stayed out because the other half wanted to target and harass the best girls' man and the best girl. They wanted to harass them and get information and treasures out of them. Like, they wanted to target them. And the main character stayed back to protect those two, to keep those two safe. But when they realizes there's corpses, like dangerous corpses inside the seal, and people who are in the seal are in danger, so the rest of them have to go in to help. They're like, no, we're not doing that because he's here and we want revenge against him, and in actuality we want what he has. And they're like, we're not leaving, we're not going. He convinces them by injuring himself, like literally stabs his hand into the ground and keeps his hand there, and uses some sort of like converting method that the best girl did in her past life to protect her, sack from the main character, which honestly makes the main character finally look up to him and understand why she loves him, why best girl loves him. Like, he now respects this dude, because before that he looked down on this person, didn't understand why she foolishly loved him and why she sacrificed herself in her past life for him. But now he understands that yes, they're perfect for each other. Like, these two are perfect for each other. Fulham watches him stab her on his hand and promises him that he will never move, because unless he pulls out the sword or someone pulls it out for him, he's stuck there the rest of his life. And they're like, okay, we'll go. And I love that.